They rammed it, bro.
Black Label Reviews, and the verification of clashed with the state troopers today. Pepper spray has been deployed. The legislative meeting was disrupted.
They smashed this truck. It was in the street. They moved aside.
To attend the public meeting for some awkward reason. Let's see what happens now. Again, we're in Oregon, Salem, Oregon, and the police have declared an unlawful assembly. Smash up that light.
There is Antifa here. People are pissed off.
Welcome, Tosh Time, to the live. Welcome back in, Tosh. Thank you so very much for your support. Be sure to go over and show Tosh Time some support. She's out there feeding the homeless guys. All donations are going out to feed the homeless.
You're saying you're going to stand with us. He's up there aiming. He's aiming up there.
Now, the situation is very awkward because these are the very people that have been protesting for months. These are the blue people that the police have turned on at the state capitol in Salem, Oregon. And quite a few of the people in the crowd are actually veterans as well. So this is a very important time in history. Let's see what goes on.
Here comes another one. Another one's moving in. They do band together. They are band together. So that's the thing. They are band together. To say that they can band together too, they are band together. They are band together.
One day you'll be on this side.
They're coming in. Sheriffs are here now.
Sheriff's Department.
People are saying with us or against us. Oh man, what a day.
Okay, thank you so much.
You guys enjoy things.
Okay, back up just a little bit for me, sir. Thank you so much.
Always do what I'm told.
They're able to see law-abiding citizens.
So they're holding a session without allowing the people in. That's what they're doing.
So like if you waited on to make it, there's a pretty goddamn word. You guys expect to be a BLM and Antifa.
Rosa over there. What's up, Rosa? Is it nice not getting beat up when you're filming at somebody else's event?
Oh, dude, I was gonna get some of my own events.
Think about that for a second.
From what I hear, you guys have been too kind to a lot of people here.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said from what I hear, folks in Oregon got fucked up on too, but I'm not worried about it.
I protected them.
Oh, that's good. I appreciate that. So the only thing I got from myself, the fact that I forgot mine at home is
You guys sharing these streams? Are they getting restreamed? Is the news on focus on this? Popping off here in Salem, Oregon at the Capitol. If you guys don't know what's happening, there was a special legislation session for the budget in Oregon today, and the courthouse back behind us has been shut down due to I think I'm having a little bit of an ocular stroke right now. My vision is a little weird right now. It hasn't happened in a couple years, but it just kind of makes my vision get weird. It kind of goes along with migraines. But it's gonna get bad too. The center of the field of vision is disappearing. It's a perfect time for this, isn't it? I haven't been eating enough vegetables and stuff lately. Anyways, we are at the Oregon State Capitol, Salem, Oregon. There's a special legislative session today of the representatives coming here. I don't know if it's the legislators coming here today. And those meetings are supposed to be witnessed by the public freely to enter the building. The state capitol has been closed for months because of COVID. and they would not let people come in to watch the meetings. They had TVs set up outside to watch, but people wanted to go inside, and they wouldn't let us. This morning, the Patriot crowd here, the citizen crowd here, stood against the police and tried to enter the building. They maced the building pretty bad. Stood for a little while, and then they pushed us out pretty hard eventually. It's been quiet since then. 20 minutes ago, they started breaking windows to the door of the building. 2 people did, trying to create an entrance to the building. Basically just trying to make an event happen so that this will draw attention. So it's working.
The American Patriots are very fired up because they are not getting access inside. No way, no how will they witness the legislative meetings that are supposed to be public.
You guys, I believe that there's coming a time pretty soon where you guys are going to have to make a choice on whether to keep following orders or not. And if you would, there's a book called Ordinary Men. It's a book called Ordinary Men. If you read that, it describes a band of officers in Nazi Germany, just regular guys like you guys, that slowly started following orders to where they started executing women, pregnant women in the fields. Not saying that you're going to do that, but you are going to have to decide when you're going to disobey orders. We have a coup going on in this country, and this is the crowd that's been backing you for the last 8 months. And you guys can't arrest people for going to the restaurants. You can't arrest people for going to church. You shouldn't be arresting us for trying to get into the building to watch that's our constitutional right in Oregon, to be in there. Just because somebody creates a pandemic, that doesn't end the Constitution. But if you guys would read the book Ordinary Men.
Down to my grandparents, every address that they lived,
and they got me too, man.
All my current family members. I understand your frustration. Don't get me wrong.
We get it.
I understand.
We get it.
I understand. Terrorists. They got every address of all my families on some doxing website. I understand your frustration.
And they're supposed to live with BLM.
Is your channel really dying that bad that you had to come out here to film all of us?
All those people get charges dropped.
And here's the other thing too, is I'm not out there doing stuff. I'm out there doing what I'm doing right now, is standing around and filming. So those kinds of attacks.
But you applied when they fucking stabbed me. You applied when they hit me in the head with a rod. You don't fucking condone that shit. You won't fucking condone the violence of the fucking left. You don't condone the violence of the left. You know who the fuck I am. You know exactly. Come on, Rosa. Come on, Rosa. You don't condone. Yeah, you came out here. You came out here. You came out here. This fucking dog. I'm not gonna call him back.
I don't. Yeah, you just said it. I don't condone it, which means I don't.
You cheered on, man. I watched your. No, you don't condone. You don't condone their actions. You've definitely called for me to be killed multiple times. Just me alone. When they do it to us. You have literally done a stream cocking your rifle, charging around into it, talking about killing people.
I don't condemn anybody here.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
What do you call for
You're a liar. You're a liar, dude. You're a liar.
It's the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, for real. For real.
For
real, dude.
Exactly. So it's not my place, and they choose to remove you. He knows he doesn't need it here. I understand that. No, this guy is scum of the world, man. That's all he is. He's scum. To be I understand that.
She literally told for them to fucking hurt you when you were driving around the red house.
They're your friends, are they not? She's here for content because her channel is dying.
Right now, will you condemn right now? Will you condemn the violence?
Now you're screwed.
All of them. Both the old women they beat up. Rebel, multiple attacks, macing Patriots for no reason.
Folks were attacking me very calmly. I'm not
Shout out to Woke.
I'm having a discussion. It's fine.
He's not playing around out there.
This feature, I've never.
Go over and subscribe.
So we all want to be pressed, right? We all want to be pressed, right? We all want to have that making that money and all that type of jazz or whatever. Supporting our cause, right?
Shout
We all
out
want
to
to.
him.
You're doing your thing. Okay, we try to come over and film the same thing that you're doing here. But we get met with something to do that. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. You keep saying or not, okay, whether you use or not, they're still friends. Just like I have friends here.
This dude.
I have to walk up to it, like I'm doing right now, to come up and say, hey, let's not beat.
It's fucking wild. Why did she show up? It's just crazy, dude. You're fucking insane to show the fuck up and come to our side to film us. That's just wild. Wild.
It's not about them. We're not against them. We go down to the Capitol.
I am. I'm against the cops. I am. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely am. So. Huh? Yeah, behind enemy lines.
Yeah. When I was at work, I was watching streams for hours just because I was bored and streams are interesting to watch. And I recognized the
Salem, Oregon.
Hell yeah, dude, thanks.
Salem, Oregon turned up today. It's really a sad situation to know that the Americans were not allowed to simply sit in on a legislative meeting that pertains to their economy and various other public things that are just simply mandatory.
Just so I don't get soaked, I brought
And of
myself
course,
an umbrella
the media
today.
has spun the story. You don't even want to go over there. Stay tuned for the real news right here on Black Label Review.
Nice.
She's fucking tripping.
Yeah,
I literally
I don't know.
watched her live stream while she was calling for them to fucking get you.
specifically me. Yeah, I know.
Ninja was
I know.
running alongside
I know.
the truck.
I know. And here's the thing is,
His live stream and his fucking Ninja has his live stream going right
yeah,
now.
well, her intent was to come down here to talk to me, but I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not interested in negotiating or talking with terrorists. I just have no interest. There's nothing to come of it besides just getting pissed off. Like, why is she down here? Because her channel's dying and she wants content. Key. Yeah. Yeah.
Put the cameras away.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yep.
took that. They showed that side.
Yeah.
They can't see it.
No, they're Antifa.
And Antifa has made their way on the scene. You already know.
Outside of
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
That's how your people punk you, Antifa.
Exactly.
Well, and then it's like, I know her intent is to come out here and fucking antagonize us to get her attacked. And it's not going to happen. It never happens. When has Patriots ever fucking attacked any of them? Ever.
Without being attacked first.
I mean, well, right. Without being provoked, right. Yeah, I can't talk with those people anymore, man. They're fucking delusional.
So this is pandemic, which is bullshit. Me and you both know the thing that we all have to agree on, every side of this, okay, is that the First Amendment right to be out here and to discuss our issues and to talk about like we want change and everything else for any group that comes out here, okay, has to be done in a peaceful way, and that's the only way that it really gets done. Listen, breaking laws and stuff like that doesn't do it. Listen, that's correct up to a point.
Okay, hold on.
Up to a point.
Like, they are breaking the law, but you're not.
We're supposed to be allowed to be in there to exercise that right. And you guys are upholding our...
What I'm going to do, I'm prepared. We have all engaged in a conversation that we're prepared to leave this street, not block the street, open up traffic, and you guys are prepared to remove your tents and move onto the sidewalks.
Okay, wait, hold on, right? Listen, realistically, it's gonna take a little more than just saying that.
We need some beats, man. We need something.
Yeah, as soon as we walk away, we're making movement towards that right now. And before I came out here, that was the movements we're trying to make. But we also have families, and we also have to be safe. And we also are not going to turn our backs to some people that have already attacked and everything else. So there's no pointing fingers at this point. Let's just resolve this peacefully.
Why was Ryan arrested?
Okay. Can you tell us what Ryan was charged with? That would be great. Hey, sir, if you guys can you tell us what Ryan was arrested for? What's his charges? I don't know who that is. I don't know what the charges. Is there a way that someone can look? Yeah, you can pull up the Marion County booking information. And it will be public there? It will be public.
Already?
Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to make our movements, okay?
Villain report. You guys better do the same for me when I get ran out of your event. Right?
I got you.
All right.
They're all flat over there. Waiting on standby. They had to go and tell these groups of kids to go somewhere else.
What's going on? And they march in as we're getting ready to leave anyways. They're like, victory!
Ocular stroke thing's super weird. It's just in my left eye now. My right eye's good. It's starting to slowly go away.
Well,
so I saved the Antifa guy from a ass beating earlier. We'll see if that ever gets returned to me when I'm filming at an event. We'll see. Hello.
I appreciate you mentioning my constitutional rights.
Yeah.
They got me to point again this one about
Right on.
it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
It means a lot to you, and I appreciate that.
So if I'm at an Antifa event and you see that same thing happen to me, yeah,
Same shit.
I'm villain report. So
I hate that. Yeah.
okay,
Cool.
thank you. I walked two Antifa journalists out of the mob earlier. They were about to beat up this little petite girl. I think she's definitely Antifa, but she was just there filming. Like, all the rights for all the people. All the people. They're doing things to get people hurt. Yeah, stop them. But if they're just there filming an event. I'm not an Antifa sympathizer. I hate how they treat people, and I hate the selfishness they do in attacking innocent people and destroying our society so that they can get what they want. But they're still humans, you guys. We can't dehumanize people. If we go down that road, that's what happens in every country when a conflict happens. They dehumanize each side, and then one side starts exterminating the other side. We can't do that. We can't do that. Most of Antifa are like young, just out of high school, mid-20s at the most of them. And they've had really messed up lives. Like, you're gonna get a better change in the world if you help those people and help them to see why what they're doing is wrong, and help them find a way through life that finds them less pain without injecting their pain onto other people. Then you're going to get from just going out and hating them and beating them up and demonizing them and dehumanizing them so that other people will beat them up. So I can't ban anybody because I'm using Streamlabs and I can't do it. So just so you guys know, I'm on a hard ban today. Not going to soft, no warnings. If you get in here and you're targeting, harassing me, or people in my chat, you're threatening, you're talking about racist stuff, you're making conversations that are going to get my stuff taken down, you're going to get a quick ban.
welcome Charles Herman to the live. Welcome in, Charles.
Those guys out.
Supporter, I believe that every American should not only have a rifle and a sidearm and an arsenal, but also armor and training. All of a sudden, I'm like, well, Biden's gonna make sure that people actually be able to save their lives.
But he might take my gun dropped off in my driveway at 11:30 at night. It gets out of the car, walking up to my house. If it hadn't been for my dog and my firearm, Lord only knows what would have happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I damn sure went out that door with that rifle.
I think especially as women, it's important to always be armed and prepared for that kind of thing. It's situations that we're presented with.
We're moving. It just takes time.
One question. Who was that gentleman down there who was upset that I didn't know who he was?
Again, for those of you just joining the stream,
See, I know your guys' names.
the state troopers have declared an unlawful assembly in the city of Salem, Oregon, at the state's capital. They have actually clashed with American patriots and veterans whom have been a strong force in their Back the Blue campaign. Now they have turned on them, and they refuse to respond to their orders to disperse. So let's see what happens, BLR family. And thank you for your support.
Holy shit, guys. To be honest, though, my heart rate never even spiked. Even when I was ambushed by 20 of them. So apparently I upset Black Rebel because I didn't know who he was. I don't know these guys' faces. I just know their streams, and like when I hear, you know what I mean, that something's happened. So he was like, you know who I am. And I was like, dude, I don't. Where's Jake today? I need to talk to him because I want to clear up with him that I've never wished any harm on him. Incredible job, yes. Oh, thank you. You freaking have plus. Oh, thank you.
Why'd you come out?
Oh, just because filming this fucking no. Although I did say I would instigate some conversations and that happened. But no, I want to clarify because apparently Chicken Nose was saying that I tried to have you like fucking jumped or some shit. I thought that you knew that night those two people. I didn't fucking know that they were coming up.
It was more than two. It was more than two.
No, it was two.
There was
one
like,
on this side. No, three.
No, there was more than that coming behind my truck.
Oh yeah. Further back.
Besides the point, I definitely felt like you were setting me up that night. But I also beyond that,
I did talk a lot of shit about you as soon as you left.
Well, not only I don't care about you talking shit about my streams. That don't bother me. I don't care if you retweet me or whatever. All that don't bother me.
Same.
But you did call for violence.
Welcome Elaine Smart to the live. Welcome in, Elaine, and thank you. Thank you for your support.
If I did, it had to have been so over the top, like a joke, that I didn't think it would be taken seriously.
But I don't think that.
No, I understand. I understand. But that's the only thing.
Here's the
that's
thing.
the only thing I can
When
think
you
of.
when
But I don't
here's
even
the
remember
thing.
that.
When Antifa jokes, it usually isn't a joke. And here's the thing. I don't think people's lives should be taken for granted, and I don't think it's a joke.
I
don't think it's.
I didn't even get to get gas.
Well, they're not going to come beat our ass like.
Can I have one tear gas canister just for fun? Just throw it right here, please. Just one. Just toss it right here, please. I need some capsaicum.
You understand that we didn't combat them, so that's not going to happen. It's silly.
Oppress me, Cop Daddy. That was a good one. Sorry, what were you saying?
So I guess really what my problem with you streamers are is you guys talk a huge game, and then when I show up, it's always numbers or you guys try and assault me. Like multiple times that's happened. I showed up with 4 Patriots at the tree, and you guys fucking maced all of us. Non-combatant.
So you say you guys, but I don't know those people.
You're with them, right?
Not that day.
Antifa? You're not Antifa?
I'm against fascism. I am anti-fascist.
So you're Antifa.
So, yeah, but that doesn't mean that I'm the same as all other Antifa.
So you only stand with part of their agenda.
Look, man. You can try to play semantics with me all day, but it's
Well, no, I'm not trying to play semantics.
Antifa doesn't even have like a
You guys
thing.
dox people, you threaten people's lives, and you threaten people.
I've never doxed anybody. I don't know why. Like on my page, nobody's
that I
personal
don't know
info
if
has
you've
ever
done,
been
but-
posted. Right.
I
But
don't know
you
if
said
you've
that.
done
You said that I've doxed people, and now people repeat that.
Your
But,
chat
like-
might have. Your chat might have.
No, like as far as I know,
But here's the thing, like I honestly, the doxing thing's kind of overplayed. That shit don't really bother me because I've doxed myself. So that doesn't bother
yeah,
me.
I remember once I was streaming and I was like, shit, that's my plate.
If you
Oh, there's
guys,
cops over here.
Here's the thing. Here's what you need to realize. If you guys did not burn, loot, riot, destroy buildings, with small businesses, and you did not attack
Can you count
Patriots,
how many businesses and
Hold on.
buildings have been destroyed?
Almost all of Portland.
Almost all of
Almost
Portland.
all of
Hold on. No, hold on.
Welcome,
No, wait, I
Polly
need to pause you
Wanda,
there.
to the
I need to
live.
stop you there.
Welcome
Jake,
in,
Jake.
Polly.
No.
Thank you for
No, but I need to stop you right
support.
there. You said almost all of Portland. How many buildings are there in Portland? Can I get someone to Wikipedia
I
this?
don't know.
How many thousands
Quite
of
a
buildings
few.
are in Portland?
Not a
I
thousand.
think maybe 6 or 7 of them have burned down.
No.
And there's like thousands of,
I'm
like not
worried-
even 1%.
You took one thing out of what I said. There's other.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. So there's other things that you guys do though. You destroy small businesses in other ways, breaking glass, jumping in, and I mean the Starbucks was one example that I was actually personally there and watched you guys do it. You guys tried to light a Starbucks on fire that had 300 people on it. So you guys have been known to do terrorist acts. And it's not just recently. If we go back 6 months, the real violence and the real destruction was then. That's when you guys first started. That's when it was bad, and you can't deny that it was bad.
As I recall, there was
bad.
one night
No.
when I.
No.
Yeah, he is
I'm
country.
telling you. I have been walking.
Look, I was at the first vigil that turned into the
As
first
violent
riot.
as others, but at the end of the day, you guys call for violence a lot, and honestly,
though?
we would stand with you guys. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what you need to realize. We would stand with you. We're over the police. We're over the establishment.
You hear that?
We
Wait.
stand
I
with
need
you.
to get used to one.
No, we're fucking over the police. We're over the police. Not one of us is
Guys,
here fucking
I think we're slowly radicalizing Jakey Boy here.
No, I mean it's more than just me. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I can't stand with you guys because you guys commit terrorist acts and you intimidate and hurt normal people. And I can start naming people. You guys on film. I watched you 2 or 3 different streamers filming you guys beating the shit out of an old lady, 65 plus. 2 different times. 2 different times. And then you dumped paint on her and it got her fucking eye.
Oh, dude, hold on. I think I remember some lady getting paint thrown on her. No.
No, I don't think so. But do you see what I'm saying? You guys have a history. You have been known.
Here's the
to
thing.
do certain things.
Whenever you get a group of
We would
people
never
together,
side with someone like that.
okay,
And we want help.
how would you?
For this kind of shit. Would
how
you
would
guys
you
not
feel-
love to fucking march in there and fucking take this bitch over?
No, we're not marching with you.
I mean I understand, but theoretically, if you guys wouldn't have done what you've done, we could have combined forces and taken this bitch over completely. Not this piss poor.
The thing is that
But we can't ever,
isn't even that
ever
inaccurate of
go
a
with you,
statement.
ever.
But that's the thing, is like a lot of the things that you're claiming that it's like an Antifa thing, right? It's the same thing that the Proud Boys and other patriot groups do when they get together. In DC, people were just literally getting assaulted. You were down there. You
Welcome,
have to have seen
Roberto
that.
Reyes, into
yeah,
the live.
yeah,
Welcome
that's
in,
what I'm
Roberto.
But you have to understand.
Hold
Hold on. You have to understand is that that's not an issue with either Antifa or with patriot
Let me
groups.
ask you this.
That's an issue with
Let me ask
groups
you
of
this.
people, because
You
in
wanna know
every
the
group of
difference?
people, there's going to be a number of idiots in there. Or not even like that. Not even like that, because there's those people. But there's also a number of people that are just more inclined towards
I can
taking
agree.
violent acts.
I can agree.
In
It's
any
not
group.
violent.
In any group.
Here's the difference.
Cowboys
Here's
reacted
the
to
difference.
Antifa.
Exactly. That's the difference.
Did they though?
Antifa
Because
and
hold on.
Why did you
If
guys
you-
show up in DC?
If you're
Because you knew
gonna
there
make
was a
that
million
statement, then
men.
you're only
Say it.
hold on. If you
Say it.
I didn't hear what you said, but give me 1 second. If you're gonna make that statement, then you're only taking into account the time since George Floyd's murder.
No,
If
I'm not.
if you look at the actual history, the Proud Boys and everything, all those groups, they literally have started literally just to start these fucking
I was
hate
around
groups.
doing this shit. I watched your guys' revolution fucking grow into the fucking shit show that it is today. I've been around since 2015 doing this fucking shit. You ain't fucking fooling me. Before the Proud Boys was fucking famous, back inside of 2017,
You guys have always
their
been
reaction
violent.
was to Antifa attacking Trump supporters at rallies. That is why they showed up. Berkeley, when they fucking had all the fucking
Antifa attacking Trump
Berkeley.
supporters. So it wasn't Trump that had a person of color attacked in his rally.
Who were originally a drinking club to come out and say, hey, it's time to smash commies.
It is. You laugh.
You're laughing like
Here's
I'm
the
fucking,
difference.
You're laughing like
Rosa,
this is a
here's the
fucking joke. I'm
difference.
dead
Rosa.
serious.
Here's the difference, okay? So Patriots show up, Proud Boys show up. Antifa calls for violence against us. They have flyers that go out online that they retweet that call for smashing our heads into the pavement. We never
I have
do that.
been around for a while, and
Will
I've
you
never
give them
once
that?
seen
I can pull up
that.
10 of them on my
Will
phone to
you
have them.
give
Will you send?
You know they're not paying for it.
Thank you, Roberto, for popping in to show support to the live.
So this truck here was blocking the road for the battle cat, the armored vehicles. Well, it didn't work too well. It did not work too well. It didn't block nothing. They actually got kind of booted and scooted out the way. A little love tap. That's what that is. Hey, you should be glad that they didn't like go T-bone.
Right?
Yeah.
They went for the softest.
Yeah.
They knew they had to spin it because the back was going to be too heavy.
Yeah. Obviously, it still drives though.
Oh, yeah, it's good. I wouldn't put it out there. This is the risk we take.
The risk we take. So this happened to Jay. That's your truck, right? And you was willing to do that, huh? You put it all on the line. You talk about sacrifice. That's freedom. You put it all on the line. You block the street. Hey, occupy, Patriot, occupy, whatever, and
Occupy the Capitol.
occupy the Capitol, and
Covered in and just
which I had to.
we're set up, man. There's too many women and children here.
Which I-
don't want them coming in.
Which I have to be honest, the Occupy Capitol, it didn't work. It was a flop. Maybe next time, Patriots. Maybe next time, but it was a bit. I'm just saying. It's true. It was a flop. We tried.
We need more Patriots.
That's what it is. Because there's a lot of people who are hesitant, a lot of people who are afraid, intimidated. Right. And only one person was willing to go to jail, and I said I wasn't willing to. I did say that I wasn't willing to go to jail. I'm just gonna be honest. So, right, maybe after DC, after the inauguration, maybe, but not right now. And there was one person that sat down inside the building, and he went to jail, or they arrested him.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he gets out. What that's all about. Oh yeah, and then they grabbed 4 other people on that side. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid to walk too far out away from the crowd because I didn't want to get nabbed.
Yeah.
And I've been like that all day.
Yeah. I get it.
I was in several places to be nabbed and it didn't happen. I got this. Yeah.
Who? He might have. So, a lot has happened today, folks. A lot took place here. I mean, we've been out here since 8 o'clock this morning. What time is it? 2 o'clock. We've been out here for 6 hours, streaming 4 hours. 4 hours of it was on Facebook. That's where majority of I guess you want to say action or conflict was at. Police and state troopers, riot team, and American citizens, patriots, collided. There was arrest. There was bear mace that police just unloaded on some folks. There was pepper balls. A smoke grenade was launched from the police. A blue one. Never seen a blue one, except for. What's up? The blue one. Antifa wanted the blue one, huh?
They were wondering about it. They're like, a blue flag?
Yeah, it's for the Patriots. The blue's for the Patriots. So yeah, the blue smoke grenade was kind of a flop. It didn't really do much, but then there was also gas that was dispersed within the building because Patriots actually did get inside the door over there. And then other people started showing up, other streamers that people weren't familiar with, and so they were like, "Hey, stop streaming us, get away, no streamers," and whatever. You know, I'm used to that. Give, you know, whatever, back up, give the space, whatever, who cares? And then there are some Antifa streamers here. Who cares? I don't care. I've already been doxxed. They love me anyway, so who cares? Personally, I'm just want come stream. They've already had, you know, whatever. I don't understand. My thing is, I don't understand the point of the doxing and all that. Come stream, whatever you want to do. Just allow me to come stream as well. So then there was conflict with streamers, even Patriot streamers. There was conflict. Yeah, different stuff. But I thank you guys for the donations, and if you'd like to donate or support whatever, there's PayPal, me, Cash App, and Venmo. All of those are at the BC Preacher. Make sure you check out the store, www.thebcpreacher.com. Check out the store. There's goodies. There's better stuff than what's over here. I promise you. There's actually some good stuff. I got a couple of my shirts on. Let me see. Got this one on, and underneath, boom, boom. Let me see if it'll show. Antifa, this is just for you guys. You can see it. I had it on yesterday. Boom, boom. Antifa says Biden's brats. That's what it says. Yeah.
Yeah, we have an intense relationship.
Hey Steve, thank you. You got me hooked on the live streaming. I like what you're doing. I shopped around. I watched, you know, with the 10 different screens. And what you guys are doing as streamers is critical.
Yeah.
And if you can get some of these idiots to not be talking through all of the stuff, you know what I'm saying, and let the people see what's going on. I came up, I want to assess it in person and provide one more body, because I think what happened in Huntington Beach last night, there's that group called Oreo Express.
Oh, yeah.
Have you met those guys?
No.
They're rocking it.
Yeah.
So, you know, so you got the conservative black preacher over there. You got the black rebel there, and I'm the Jewish Nazi. I mean, that's how much it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm conservative, and I've been called everything. So, hey, there's more of us than there are them, and I'm going to let you go, brother.
Right on. Hit me up on my DMs and let me know about your thing.
What's the DM?
What platform do you use? Do you use Twitter?
I'm trying to get off Facebook.
I'm still in the Facebook jail for a couple days.
Yeah, me too. That's why I said I'm done.
Are you in Twitter?
No.
Are you on Parler?
I'm trying to get the Parler.
Parler kind of sucks, but
yeah, it's hard to figure out.
There's also, you should check out the Phoenix Network.
Okay.
Is it Phoenix? I think it's Phoenix Social Network. Oh man, I'm so bad right now.
But anyways, I want to get in touch with you.
You check out the Vikings platform.
I want to get in touch with you and some others, because I did some fun stuff, and it'd be fun to go do some logistical support and some other.
Yeah, just find me on one of those apps and then send me a message.
I don't care which side you're on. One of the things that I saw going on up in Seattle, and the same thing in Portland, is now it went from the Black, Trans Lives Matter and all these different causes. And I thought about this the other day, and I saw the indigenous cause, you know, and Native Americans and all that. Well, what are they saying right now? We want the land back from the government, right? And they want it. Well, who's going to take the land back and give it to the indigenous people? The same government that took it from them in the first place, right? Why don't we take the land back from the government and give it back to the people? All these people that are saying anti-fascist and indigenous, we're going to take the property back. That's not how you do it. We've got to make these representatives accountable. They aren't our leaders. You know, one of the things that pissed me off that made me come up is when they announced on that thing, all subjects must leave. We are not subjects.
Yeah, a lot of people got pissed off. They're blasting bullhorns over there. I got to go catch up on that.
Okay, brother. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, nobody likes that. That's all subjects must leave. That was kind of weird hearing them say that, call us that. We're subjects to a crown or something. I think that's going to be the most of it today. So. I think I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon, head home. It's like seems like a lot of the numbers disappeared after that. Energy's kind of tinkering down. Tired. Probably gonna have a headache now after that little eye thing. I'll stick around here for a few more. I'm gonna go up and bombard Sergio Omari. Is that his name? Amaris? Sergio. Try to get an interview from him. You're Sergio, right? What's your last name? Almost?
Yeah.
Almost? I'm billing report. Are you Antifa?
No.
No?
I work for OPB.
You work for OPB?
Yeah.
But you do have like a really far left. Your journalism, from I see it, is pretty professional, as compared to a lot of. There's a construction Santa with the American flag over there, but you do have a really far left slant on everything. So it makes me.
I mean, they're mostly videos, right? I don't know.
But well, your titles to them, how you label things, like when there's something violent, you'll word it as though it's not violent, or when something's clearly a group of Antifa, you'll call them protesters.
I call everybody here protesters.
Do you? I've never seen your coverage of Patriot events. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I call them protesters.
Yeah. All right. I thought you were. Why did they let you film and march in their stuff so much then?
I don't know. I try to cover stuff left and right.
Yeah.
I think the simple thing that people get upset about is like, so if there's
I'm gonna put my thing to get better hearing.
if there's a protest, we don't say rioters like it's an AP thing. We say like there's a protest or whatever. This is an AP style.
Take it out. See you later, man.
So if somebody throws a rock at someone, we say, hey, this person threw a rock at somebody. We don't say like, oh, attempted murder, because that's a crime. That's for the court and the judge to decide. We just describe the action. I know it's frustrating for people, but that's like AP guidelines.
Yeah. But when you do call something a protest, that's not a protest.
You mean like a riot?
It's an action.
So the police call it a riot. And
What about like a
say
direct
police-
action?
Yeah, I mean, it's harder for people to understand direct action. That's like a protest term, so people like to say protest.
Yeah.
But if there's a riot, we say police declared a riot.
How I asked you, I didn't really feel like I got an answer. How if you're not Antifa, how are you so easily accepted into those crowds and able to be allowed to film everything the way you are?
I don't know, man. You gotta ask them. I do my job kind of the same for both sides. I kind of just try to tell the story, and I think if you don't like the other side, you probably are blaming the messenger. But it's like we don't participate in the protests we cover, so yeah.
I didn't at first, but I mostly I can't watch violence happen, so I stopped violence. And then I also am lately getting pretty upset with the state, and I will give them a verbal lashing.
Yeah. You're probably best talking to protesters, not me, because we literally just try to show what's happening in a clear way. It's not on me to. Yeah. I don't protest. I don't protest in the things I cover.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look through your thing and see if I see it in a different light now. All right, thanks for talking.
Yeah, take care.
I 100% thought Sergio was Antifa. Still don't know, because they all say they're not Antifa when I ask them. So I'll have to look at his Twitter again later.
You gotta like him. Oh, now you done it. My car. Did I remember one first time?
He looks Max through.
You see you chilling?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike Strickland.
Oh, hey, Mike. How you doing?
All right.
I'm in like a hot mess lately. I still want to get an interview with you. Like we could do one kind of right now, but I want to get a good one with you, like, thorough. But yeah, I've just been kind of chaotic lately. So if you guys don't know, this is Mike Strickland. He had a run-in with Antifa a couple years ago. He was doing a platform called Laughing at Liberals, where he would simply film the liberal protests and just let them act the way they want and show people how they were acting. And
I wasn't there to argue with anyone or try to instigate anything. I'm just like a fly on the wall. And I had filmed leftist events in and around Portland and Seattle for
When's the first time that they seriously attacked you and you got hospitalized, right? Around to get that wind in my back.
That was not at a protest. That was a separate thing. That was a guy. His name was Sky Fitzgerald. He's this documentarian guy who we caught lying to a bunch of pro-gun people in this documentary he was working on.
All right.
And when we asked him about it, after he was caught lying, his response was to steal 2 cameras from me and body slam me on the pavement, basically shattering my arm and go through multiple surgeries. Of course, it happened in Multnomah County, so charges were dropped on him. And I knew as the altercation was starting that if I lay so much as a pinky finger on him, who's a personal friend of the governor and several high-ranking politicians, I know I'd be the one going to jail. So I know I can't do anything to try to stop the guy. So that's how that happened. That was in 2015. And then the incident that I'm probably most known for was only a year later in summer of 20.
Showing up
The people won't run them over because the conditioning's been going on for the last 20 years. Back to blue, support the truth, back to blue, support the truth, back to blue. Even if they murder people, don't matter, back to blue, back to blue, back to blue. And then people just follow in line. And then they get pissed off when they're getting blocked out.
What's the thin blue line do on your fucking truck or your car if they don't respect me?
I do. I hear people opening up, but this is after years.
I know. They're all just catching the fuck up.
Yeah, hearing people say, what the fuck
I just want to make sure I film her because I don't want her to say anything.
Crap like, well, if this was BLM, they might like, people watching it. Like, my friends are taking headshots. What are you talking about?
Like, I literally wear Kevlar and ceramic. Like, what the fuck? It's not good. I've always said every American used to have a rifle, a sidearm, armor, and training. And an arsenal. After you got all those initial things, an arsenal to arm your and train your neighbors in case anything happens. Like, that's a, yeah,
Okay,
that's like
Rosa,
a
what do we train and we arm up for? Is it for people or for these fuckers?
I'm not going to answer that for fear that those fuckers are going to come after me, but we all know.
I'll denounce it right now. We have guns to overthrow tyrannical governments like these people.
He's white, he can say that shit.
That is literally that is in our Constitution. I don't give a fuck if people think that's violent.
He's wearing an American flag.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in 1776 under British rule.
I'm wearing an American flag, but this is Wayne Emmer, who occupies Wildlife Refuge, who has Bureau of Land Management, basically stuck it and went and took land back. And
So do you
tried to give it back to the natives, and the natives were offended.
Do you think it's right what we did today?
Just like with any other thing that I cover, I'm not going to comment on it. I'm here to film and observe, and you know, I'm hanging out with you guys, aren't I?
Well, no, I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking you a question. Do you think it's right what we did today?
I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know. Because maybe
Just a bystander on this situation.
I mean, no, it's like with any other protest or action. Like, I wasn't here for it, so I can't be like, oh yeah, I agree with it. If I was here right for the beginning, I could have
pushed some fucking cops back into that state building and we got in there.
like that. Just sounds dope to me. I can't say that doesn't sound dope.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Right?
But I don't know.
Can you imagine though if there was more of us? What could have really been done? We could have gotten into that fucking meeting.
Yeah.
I really do believe we could have. And those people are dictating our tax dollars and how we live our life. That's what that meeting was about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we were there. That's why we did what we did.
They're looking for Antifa people, not your Antifa fan. They're lying 100%, yeah.
Very precarious position.
We're part of the only things that like more liberals like that. They like the whole mask stuff. They like masks. We don't like masks. We want to be free. All this
I like your plate carrier. I like the color.
All this type of stuff.
See, gray is where it's at. Nobody has gray tactical gear.
We want the freedom.
You yourself are a capitalist.
Am I though?
Are you making money doing this?
Off that, right?
I'm accepting donations, but I don't make money off of it. You know, I mean, I don't. It's not a capitalist. No, I literally lose more money than I've gained being at the protest.
Fair enough. Okay.
This is not a capitalist venture.
Right, fair enough. But would you like to make money?
Here's the thing.
Are you out for money?
If we lived in an economic system that was more geared towards socialism, I wouldn't have to worry about that. If when I am right though, the fact that I'm living in a nation that's currently exercising capitalism, then yes, I will behave in a way that I need to survive under this system.
So
right?
You want an economy or a society where everybody's just helping everybody.
I would say that a society where everyone's helping everyone is a very beneficial thing. I always said that it's not about like making government small by ripping things away, but by making government redundant. By having the community do so much for itself and for each other that it makes any kind of governmental need redundant, that you don't need the government.
What was just said is the Acts Church. That's exactly what Jesus actually commanded us. Everyone came together, shared what they had, and nobody went without. There were no needs. So the problem
Jesus was a socialist.
The problem he was, but he wasn't a forced socialist. So he said, give out of an abundance of what you have in your heart.
Yeah, which is also what I'm saying.
But so with that, if you want to say Jesus was a socialist, what about Paul and everybody who had their own businesses? They had their businesses.
Socialism doesn't say that you can't have a business. It's just socialism doesn't say that you can't have a business. It just is an economic system in which gaining capital is not the biggest concern. So you could definitely have a system, for example, that's socialist in the sense that you can own your own businesses, but the price of goods is regulated in such a manner to make sure it's egalitarian for all of the population and other laws of that nature, and still have businesses. Like there's lots of socialist countries that have businesses.
So what that does though is it reduces the common denominator, so the bar gets brought really low and nobody wants to work because everybody's being taken. But when we give
in theory, but yeah.
And we want to make more to give more, and then there isn't the issue with, well, that business is making more. Yeah, but look at all the people they're helping too. So
yes, but it becomes an issue.
Not the government bringing down that.
I agree with that. But here's the thing, right? The thing is that it's not about the government putting guns in our face. It's about the government controlling and putting guns in the face of corporations, of giant corporations. No, but it's not. We've been trained to think like, hey, if you start an Amazon, you're gonna be like Jeff Bezos someday and be a billionaire. I do. But this is an illusion. It's like a false thing where it's like one out of every million people get to that point.
Why?
Because the system systematically keeps everyone down. They let one out of a few come up. Hold on. Yes. So if we were even to say, not like full socialism, right? But if we were even to say a person and a corporation are different. Like you can't, a corporation, that's what I'm saying. If we even just made that change and said corporations from now on will be different than a person. And if you're an owner of this corporation that you've created has to pay out a certain amount. Because here's the thing, Amazon can't do anything without the warehouse workers. If all the warehouse workers stop doing their thing, immediately Amazon would cease to be an enterprise. So they should be making as much of an equal piece of the pie as Jeff Bezos does. Because yes, what Jeff Bezos did was important. He started a website and he did this thing. But by now, for years and years now, it's been out of his hands. He's just the person who incepted it. So hold on. But hundreds of people, thousands of people have contributed to what Amazon now is. Thousands of people. They all deserve to have an equal piece of that pie. Because without those people, without their input, whoever designed the Amazon's new logo, whoever designed their website and their interface, they are all contributing. And our society teaches, well, they got their salary for their piece of work, and Jeff Bezos deserves a big buku bucks.
So I want to bring up something.
I'm saying is our system be more egalitarian.
Because you brought up Acts. Jesus also said that if you don't work, you don't eat. Jesus also said if you don't work, you don't eat. So but that doesn't have to mean. If we're going to say what Jesus said if you don't work, you don't eat. He also said if you're going to talk about Acts, you got to keep in mind who Jesus is actually talking teaching it as. It wasn't the world. It was only the body of Christ, the body of followers. It wasn't the world.
Would you want?
It was taking care of the church body.
You want someone to
Man, ask
take
for your clothes, give me your
a
tunic.
portion of your donation?
Context.
and
That's
feel
our
you're too
choice,
rich?
though.
Context.
It should be done by
Here's the thing, though. I get that argument, but in the reality is, I'd have to be so rich for anyone to be like, hey, Rose is so rich that we need to redistribute that.
What's
Huh?
your version of rich? What is rich?
That's the thing. Why does anybody need so much money that they'll never be able to spend it? Why do we need to hand that down to the next generation and continue?
thinking, you should share with me because you got some nice stuff, and I've been working to get stocked up. And
Sure,
I'm like,
but
I want that.
but you're putting it in a you and me thing, not in a systematic for
I'm
them.
just saying.
It sounds ridiculous when you put it like that. But what I'm talking about is a systematic change. What I'm talking about is a systematic change.
So you still didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my question. So
What's your
would you
question?
be okay?
I want to be rich.
Would you be okay with someone taking a portion of your check from streaming or your job? Well, they already do because of taxes.
I was about to say.
But I mean, beyond that, would you feel comfortable
Look.
with a normal citizen taking your wages to make them better off?
If
Even
I
though
was
you're
a
not rich, let's
if I-
take the rich out
but
of the fucking
you
equation.
can't take the rich out of the equation because that's the whole thing. Is that
Well,
you
not-
can say that, but under a system like that, it wouldn't be normal people who are losing any money.
But
It would
you
be the Jeff
understand the rich
Bezos
are
who would be
gonna-
paying more in,
Yeah, but
and then the minimum wage would be something like.
Continue to be
So
rich.
are you guys aware that the minimum wage, if it rose at the same rate as productivity in the workplace, right? Which for years, up until the 80s, when Reagan got into office, was right next to each other, right?
I agree.
Productivity continued to rise, and the minimum wage stagnated. And if the minimum wage would have risen at the same time, we'd get a $30 to $35 minimum wage. That's how much we should be making at the bottom.
The problem with that is that the product price has not gone up.
But that's why I'm saying we're like, if you run a country more as a socialistic enterprise than a capitalistic enterprise,
To get the same amount of money that
no, because that's a lie. Because here's the thing, it's a vicious cycle. They say if we raise the minimum wage, the price of goods is going to go up, but it's not. If you raise the minimum wage, you could just lower the wage of your executives, but they refuse to do that. So instead, they raise the prices of goods.
Listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying
Let's say you
pay
raise-
CEOs less so you can have a $30 minimum wage.
Listen, I hear what you're saying, and it's been a long fought argument for years and years. People have been arguing this. So I will again ask you, Rosa, let's say your shit grows big. Let's say you go big. Okay, you become the new fucking Rosa News 8. Okay, let's just say you're the CEO. Would you want a socialist agenda?
I'll tell you what, I would gladly give like 10-20% of my revenue if I had everything I needed and I had plenty of food in the fridge. Yeah, I would gladly give a quarter of my income to make sure other people also had stuff to eat.
After you attained all them M's.
So you're going to get quadruple taxed on that amount because remember, for you to give 20% of your post-tax profit, you have to pay taxes first on that. You know
So
that, right?
that's all like tax stuff. Like that's irrespective of we're talking about changing a system, right?
Oh no, it's not.
It is because we would change that
It
part of
does
the
have to
system
do
too.
with it because I mean, ultimately, what I'm going to tell you what happens.
Because that's a totally different thing that he was asking. He was
I
asking
love
if you
your
want a
view.
system to pull it
I
out.
really do love your view because I do believe that people should be getting paid more. I think that corporations are definitely overreach and they make too much money. But here's the thing. You have to put yourself in their shoes. You can't. It's one thing to sit here as a normal citizen where we make pennies to the dollar and say, hey, we're going to take, we're going for the richest dude. We're taking all his money. But you take all that money away, it ain't going to us. It isn't going to us. I'm telling you, it's not. When they tax all
You
that
say that
money,
as a blanket statement, but what I'm saying is that if we were in the system, that's what the money would be going to. That's why they would be taking that money down. Which I get it, because like we don't like to trust the government. We're like, why? That's my whole problem with socialism too, and that's something that I've had to like philosophically like think through. Is like any kind of socialist government that controls more of the economy and controls more things. It's got its hands in more of the
we already
pies.
have too much control.
But here's the thing: it's part of that is because we've been trained about having governmental institutions that are so full of bureaucracy and are really the other.
Like the
If we
IRS.
focused on having a governmental system that was actually a community, because that's what this is supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be the most professional, most deeply foundationally rooted version of community, right? This is saying as a state, as a statehood, we're a community and we're going to organize together. But because of the way things are done,
Representatives from the community.
That's
okay?
the
That's what I'm
thing is
saying.
Representatives.
that's exactly what I'm saying. Is that this is a representation of the
It's
community.
become party.
Yes.
And there's
Yes.
Santa Claus.
Party's over.
What do you
Yeah.
think
See,
about all
that's
this
what
black
it is,
labor abuse family?
My thing